Hey, welcome back. I'm Mark Chase and this is Chase Your Taste. Hey, before we get started, push that little subscribe button down there at the bottom. The little bell lets you know when I post one of these videos. Hey, today I am going to make one of America's favorite Chinese food, General Tso's chicken. So this is what we're going to need for that. We're going to need, of course, some yard bird. So we got some chicken here. We got some chicken thighs cut into little bite-sized pieces. This is about 2 pounds, pound and a half, give or take. So we're also going to need some salt and some pepper. We're going to need some chili paste, some tomato paste, cornstarch, Hoisin sauce, chicken broth, green onions, some garlic, some sugar, soy sauce, and 2 eggs. Now the eggs, we're just going to use the whites in those eggs. And then the recipe calls for some rice wine, some Chinese rice wine. I'll get it straight. Got the tongue tied up a little bit there. But I didn't have any. But I do have some sake. So it's a rice wine from Japan. So we're going to use that instead. So this is everything you're going to need. Oh, and I forgot. I got some chilies, some dried chilies. Now, I got about 8-9 chilies in here. The more chilies you use, the hotter it's going to be. If you don't want your General Tso's chicken to be hot, don't put these in there. Or use a more milder pepper. So this is what we're going to need. So what do you say we grab our pan or our woks, and what do you say we get to cooking? Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our marinade for our chicken. So we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce in this bowl here. That looks good. We're going to put some Hoisin sauce in there. About the same. That looks good. And I'll put the ingredients in the description. We're also going to put a little bit of sake in here, and this is where you would use the rice wine. Alright, and then we're going to put our eggs in there. We're going to set this aside. I don't want to get no eggshells in my deal, so what I'm going to do is separate my eggs. Just like that. And of course I don't have any place to put this, so we'll just set it right there for now. We'll clean this up in just a second. Alright, so we have our 2 eggshells, our egg whites. Alright, now I'm going to drop these off in the trash. And give me a second to wash my hands. Get this egg whites off my hands. Alright. Alright. So we'll take that, we'll dump that into our sauce here, put this in the sink. Get us a whisk. We're going to whisk this around. Now when you're cooking with soy sauce, be gentle with the salt, because your soy sauce is going to have salt in it. It's going to have a lot of salt in it. So, alright, so we got that mixed up. So get off in the sink. We got our chicken. We're going to add a little bit of pepper to this chicken. Alright. So we're going to dump this in with our chicken. Set that off into the sink. Get that mixed up really good. And then we'll set this aside. And while this is marinating, we're going to go ahead and fix up the Hoisin sauce. The Hoisin sauce. Listen to me. the sauce for our General Tso's chicken. So we got that all fixed up. So we're going to set this aside. Oh, that smells good already, I'm telling you. I love making Chinese food. Alright, so we're going to set this aside, and then I'll get the stuff together so we can make our sauce. Alright, so now we are going to make our sauce for our General Tso's chicken. So we got about 1/4 cup of chicken broth. We're going to use about 1.5 tablespoons of tomato paste. About 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Same thing of the Hoisin sauce. And you can pick this stuff up. A lot of the stuff is at your local supermarket, Walmart or whatever, but I like going to our Asian stores and picking this stuff up, especially this stuff here, the chili paste. That's hard to find. So we're going to put the same amount of about chili paste. Alright, set that aside, put that in the sink there. Put that aside, and we're going to use, put some sugar in here, about about 1 tablespoon of sugar. We'll give it a little bit of a sweetness, kind of break up that sourness from the saltiness of the soy sauce. So, and one thing I hadn't put in here yet, and that's some sesame seed oil. Now, sesame seed oil is really concentrated, so it doesn't take a whole lot. And we're just going to put about another tablespoon of it in there. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing with cornstarch, about a tablespoon of cornstarch. All right, and then we're going to mix this up. I'm making a mess. Way to go, Mark. Alright. So we got this ready. So the next thing we're going to do, once we get this stirred up and everything, get it set aside, we are going to we're going to cut up our vegetables. Alright. That looks good. It smells good. So I'm going to taste that. That's good. Alright, so we're going to set this aside, and then we're going to move on to getting things set so we can start cooking. Alright, so what do you say we go ahead and cut up our green onions? So we'll grab a knife here. And we're just going to line these up, cut the ends of them off. And I've already washed them. So we're just going to cut these ends off. Now, if you don't want to put onions in it, by all means, don't put any onions in there. But I like the onions. So we're going to cut, about like that, because we're going to use this top. We're going to use that as a garnish. So we'll cut these at an angle. Saute these up before we put the sauce. Be careful with your knives. We don't want nobody cutting their fingers. Alright, so we're going to set these off to the side. And we're just going to chop these. That finger. garnish. Alright, that's good. So let's reach up here in the cabinet. Grab us a bowl. I'm garnishing that bowl. Now if you're going to use your knife to scoop up stuff, be careful. Alright, there we go. So there's our onions for our General Tso's chicken. So now we're ready to clean this mess up a little bit, and then we'll grab our wok and we'll get to cooking some General Tso's chicken. What do you say? Alright. Alright, to try to jump the gun a little bit on this. So what we're going to do, I've got here is some cornstarch. I've got about 1.5 cups of cornstarch. I'm going to add a little bit of salt to it. Not too much because, like I said, the soy sauce is salty, so I'm going to add a little bit of pepper to this. And this is what we're going to dredge our chicken in. So we're going to set this off to the side. We'll kick the dog out of the way. And there's our chicken. So hang on a second. All right, so we're going to mix this up. And yes, it seems like a lot of cornstarch, but it's okay. So, alright, so we're ready to do our chicken. So we're going to reach in here, and I'm just going to use my hands. Put the chicken in here and try to drain some of this marinade off. Then we're going to put it in our cornstarch. We'll use our hands. We're just going to get in there and get this all mixed up. Make sure you get every piece. Make sure you get everything separated, just like that. You know, when you do this in cornstarch kind of feels a little bit funny, but that's all right. So got this. Alright, so make sure we get everything separated and coated really good. And I'm going to shake everything off, and I'll put it over on this plate. And we're going to end up frying these. We're going to make them crispy. Alright. So I'm going to continue to do this. And I'll be right back. Alright, so we have our grease, our oil going. It's about 350 degrees to fry up our chicken. So we're going to take our chicken, turn our hand around over this way a little bit. We're going to start dropping our chicken down inside. We're not going to overcrowd it, and we're going to double fry our chicken. So it'll make it nice and crispy. So we got that going, and we're going to fry this up till it's golden brown. And since they're small pieces, they're not going to take very long to cook. They're already starting to turn brown. All right. And when you start making your own General Tso's chicken, I guarantee you'll make it more often at home than going out and getting it. Especially when you find out how easy it is to make it. Alright. I'm going to take this out. We'll put it over here so we can fry it for our other one.
And you can hear that already getting crispy. And when we double fry it, it's just going to make it even crispier. Alright. So we're ready to put some more chicken in there. And when you're doing this, please, 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 please be careful. We don't want anybody getting burnt. Now, if you don't have a wok, that's okay, because I didn't have a wok at first. I just used a deep pan, so that'd be fine too. Just whatever you have at the house. I like my woks. I have a cast iron wok also, but I didn't always have a wok. So you don't have to have a wok. A deep pan will do just fine. Alright, so we have the last of the chicken in. Let me turn this fan down so you can hear me. So I have the last of the chicken in for the first fry. So once this gets done, we'll let it set for a little bit, and then we'll refry them again. That'll crisp them up a little bit more. And then I'll take all this grease out of here, clean my wok up just a little bit, and then we'll start cooking up the vegetables and the chilies, and start bringing this whole thing together. Alright, so it'll be a couple minutes and we'll be right back. Alright, looks like our chicken is ready to come out, so we're going to pull this out, and then we're going to let our grease come up to a little bit more temperature, and then we're going to put the chicken back in here. We're going to fry it for the second time, and then when we pull it out, we'll get things cleaned up. I'm going to get things together so we can start getting ready to pull all this together. Alright, so what do you say we go ahead and put the second fry on these? So we're just going to take and dump them all in this time. Just be careful. And this is only going to take maybe 3 or 4 minutes. And we don't have to worry about them sticking together. So I probably could have used a little bit more grease in this, but that's alright. So we're going to let these fry up for about 3 or 4 minutes. We're going to pull these out and get things cleaned up. Alright. So let's pull our chicken out. This chicken looks good. Look how nice and golden brown that is. This chicken is done all the way through, I guarantee it. So we're going to go ahead and pull this stuff out. We're going to use our little spider here. Get our chicken in there. Drain off our grease. So you can hear that going into the pan or bowl there. Alright. Oh, this is going to be good, ladies and gentlemen. Good, 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 I tell you. Alright. So we got our chicken out, so we're going to go ahead and clean our wok up a little bit, get rid of this old grease, and then we're going to get things set up, and we're going to start bringing all this together. Alright, so we have our wok all cleaned up, and now this part is going to go by quick, because we're not going to cook our onions all the way through or anything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a little bit of sesame seed oil, and I told you before, be careful with your sesame seed oil, because too much, you can see where our pan is starting to smoke, so we're going to add a little bit of sesame seed oil in there. Not too much. Going to let that heat up a little bit. Alright. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to chunk in our green peppers, or I'm sorry, our green onions. Get those going. Then we're going to chunk in these hot peppers. And you know, alright, so we're going to let our, like I said, we got a high heat, we got this going. So we're going to go ahead and throw in our garlic. Okay, so now we're ready for our sauce. Sauce pan in there. And then we're going to just mix this up until it starts thickening up. Man, it smells good, I tell you. Alright. And this is what we're going to coat our chicken in. Next little bit of cornstarch is going to cause it to thicken. That's what's going to cause it to stick to our chicken. So it's already starting to get thick. Alright, so what we're going to do is go ahead and turn our fire off. We're going to dump our chicken in there. Now all we want to do right now is coat that chicken in that sauce, and then this will be ready to plate up. Look at that, doesn't that look good? Alright. Alright, there it is. Plate it up. Alright, so now we're ready to plate up our chicken. So we're gonna, sorry I'm blocking the camera, but there we go. Look at that, that looks absolutely delicious. Take a little bit of garnish here. I thought I had some sesame seeds, but it doesn't look like I do. We're just going to sprinkle a little bit of this on there like that. Oh man. And doesn't that look good? Just as good as that from the Chinese restaurants. Alright, so there you have it. General Tso's chicken. So let's give it a taste. This is the best part of it. So we're just going to get us a nice piece of chicken here. That's good. It's got a good flavor to it. It's got a little bit of heat. Nothing too dramatic. I probably could have put some more of these peppers in there for my taste. But yeah, this is really good. And I think it's better than going down to the Chinese restaurant. So hey, give this a try and let me know what you think about it. Leave a comment down there in the comment section there. And hey, don't forget to chase your taste. That's awesome. Chase your taste.